and this is my Minecraft Stoneblock survival world. Today we have some good plans going. If you can see back there, I've got a few villagers, but we're gonna need some more. So by the end of today, the hopeful goal is that I will have not one, not two, not three, but 4 sets of armor, so that are enchanted with all the different kinds of protection, so that we can kind of mix and match them as we go along. What I also want to do is I want to decorate that room back there, and I want to build another room further back because there's 2 different kinds of villagers I have right now. There's the useful villagers, which is like my mining villager, and I have a couple of armor smiths who are going to help me with our goal on getting the multiple types of armor. Then I also have just a whole bunch of Fletchers, because with the bonsai pots, you get a lot of sticks. When you have a lot of sticks, you can trade them to the Fletchers, and that's how I've been getting the emeralds. So kind of my overall goal here is to take all these villagers and separate them out. So I've got some useful villagers, which is my alchemist, my weaponsmith, my other weaponsmith, my toolsmith, and my librarian. And then, oh, my cleric too. And then I've got a whole bunch of archers, of Fletchers. And mostly they're just there for the sticks. So what I want to do is I want to take all my Fletchers, I want to build out a room out back here and throw them in there. And probably make some more Fletchers depending on how those bonsai pots are working today. If they're being a poop, which is what it looks like they are doing right now, I really think I need to put those bonsai pots in a room further back there too. But that's probably going to be a different episode, is dealing with that. Right now what I want to do is I want to get these dudes all taken care of. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to build out another room back here, I think back this way. And that I can throw all my Fletchers in, and that way I can kind of figure out what I need as far as useful villagers is concerned. The other thing that I think we're going to do real fast, don't get out, stay. That's one of the reasons I have that, is so that they'll stay where they go. Is I'm going to go grab one of my tokens and get myself a sheep spawn egg. I think they're an epic. So let's get a sheep spawn egg. I want to grab this because right now I've been using all my string to make beds. It would be rather nice to just have a sheep and have the sheep make the beds. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go spawn that sheep over here real fast. So I'll have 2 cows and a sheep. I can always get more of the chickens whenever I want. I still have a bunch of eggs. Hi, sheep. You're going to be a good sheep. So that means I'm also going to have to go make myself some more iron so that I can get a pair of scissors, all the good things, and reorganize this thing because the little automatic farmer dudes are not very helpful. So I'm going to get my bonsai pots back where they go instead of floating on the roof. I don't have any of them on the hoppers the way they should be going. Lovely. And then we are going to go ahead and dig out the tunnel. And then we're going to probably have a comedy of errors while we do the Fletchers. I was over in the bonsai pots because I do have something I want to experiment with while we're doing this. But right now, let me show you where we're at. I've left this room dark right now because I would like a zom to spawn, so that we can get a price adjuster going. So far the only thing that spawned is a creeper, but got the floor in, and we've got kind of a darker room right now just so that we can get that zom. I haven't done anything with this area yet, and I'd like to put in walls and get a zom before I bring the Fletchers over in here. Decided to go with teal because the blue is supposedly a very soothing color, and we're dealing with villagers. We need all the soothing we can get. Well, this is interesting. So I was going and I was gonna make a stone cutter because I keep saying that I need to make one and I just never get around to it. But when I went to go make it, there is no stonecutter in the books. So I'm wondering if that's one of the things that was used for creating all the other entities that we have. Because, yeah, I don't have the ability, which also means that I don't have the ability to get a mason, which is probably the most painful part. But we will persevere, I guess. Which means that I can't get all of the terracottas and all of the goodies like that unless there happens to be one. There is, if you see on the other side, behind the cleric, there's a very long tunnel. Eventually we're going to go through that. What it is it's the tunnel to the village. So we'll have to see if they have any kind of a stonecutter or a mason that we can. What I'm doing right now is I'm just using the stone walls as a wall, because it does give that nice little bit of depth to it without having to actually dig it backwards another one. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to use the same pattern in both rooms or if I'm going to do a different pattern. I haven't decided yet. Because, I mean, if we do the same pattern, that kind of just lends itself to the continuity. But if we do a different pattern, I get to experiment with more building and be something that we're going to have to think. But I just wanted to check in, let you see kind of where we're at. I do have a little Zom who's holding on to some rotten flesh. And he's named so that he will know what his job is, so to speak. And once I've got this part taken care of, I'm hoping to start... Well, move that dude somewhere so he's not in the middle of everything, and then bring all of the Fletchers in here. I do have... It looks like my baby has grown up. Right now he thinks he's a fisherman. That will change. I need to put down a grindstone so that he can know that he's actually supposed to be a whatchamacallit? A weaponsmith. And welcome back. So things have changed a little bit between these two areas, and what I want to do is I do want to go ahead and give you a little show of what we did. So I decided to use the same overall palette between the two rooms. So I used spruce and the warped fungus stuff. So I did the planks up there, and I did the mushroom blocks down there. And then when we look at the archery room, and I did get the Fletchers all in here. What I did was I did it at night, and I basically just moved their beds over here. So here's all my Fletchers, and there is my price adjuster, who we are going to be having a chat with in a little bit. But you guys pretty much saw this already. I just continued the floor all the way through so it looked more a little bit more uniform. And there's all my Fletcher area. And then the next thing that we need to do, because the next goal is to start getting a little bit of everything. I did go ahead and bring the grindstone in. I had to take down some of... So I did make a little bit of a couple of changes over in the storage main area kind of thing. And I finally put my cakes on... I ate through the rest of the cakes, and then I put my cakes up on a table so that I'm not eating on the floor like a heathen. And then from here now we're going to go and we're going to see if these guys are awake. If they're awake, I'm going to put one of them into a boat, and they're not awake, so I'm just going to kick one of them out of bed. Sorry, dude. Kind of need you to be awake. Because I need to get an archer over here so that they can have a discussion, a price adjustment. Hey, you look good now. Come on, let's go across the way and let's have a little bit of a discussion. Hopefully they'll be nice and be able to zombify between the boats. If they're not, then... No. We had a little bit of a mishap while I was trying to get some discounted prices. The zombie got a little bit too enthusiastic on helping adjust the prices and ate half my villagers. I think I have most of the Fletchers still. However, my mending is gone, the cleric is gone, one of the armor smiths is gone. Luckily, thank goodness, did not eat this dude, because this dude has what, oddly enough, has become my usual first toolsmith whenever I play. He has Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3, and Fortune 2. Fortune 1 shovel and a diamond hoe. Now it's just a matter of waiting for them to figure out which beds are theirs, and I will be back once I've had a chance to get these villagers linked in with things, and we're gonna see where we're at from there. Alright, we are finally to the final process. So, some of these armor does look a little bit worn because I traded for them as soon as I could. And I went ahead and I have been wearing them while we were getting the zombie situation under control and everything. So, at this point, everything I have doesn't look too impressive. The basic is Protection 2, Thorns, Blast Protection, and Projectile Protection 2. Nothing absolutely interesting. We're going to make one of each type of armor. And I'm wondering if you can guess yet what our next mission is going to be. Like I said, it's not going to be fighting the dragon. If you can guess it, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think we're going to be headed for. This one is the only one that is perfect. It is Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, Mending. This one's almost perfect. It just needs Unbreaking, or it just needs Efficiency 5. None of the rest were really good, including my sword, so I just went ahead and I stripped the enchantment off of it. The bow needs a lot of work. And I'm going to strip the enchantment off of all of this and see if we can get some better enchants. So, I named each of these guys what they are. And so, let's go ahead, let's see what is on offer. And with that, we have everything all put together. I could probably use one more bow and one more sword without fire on it. But after about 3 to 4 stacks of lapis, probably as many hours putting everything together, countless upon countless levels, a lot of abuse of that very, very nice XP furnace. We have every single tool with Fortune and Silk Touch. We have an Ender chest. And we have something else that is going to help us out on our journey for the next episode. Again, if you can guess what it is, please go ahead and drop me a comment on that. We also have every single kind of armor. Some of them have thorns, some of them don't. I wasn't being particularly picky as far as whether or not it has thorns. Generally, I don't do thorns because when I'm playing like on Woodcraft, I tend to do a little bit of entity moving, and thorns doesn't help with that. But since I'm not planning to be moving any entities, I've had more than enough moving villagers today, let me tell you. Thorns is perfectly fine. So, with that, our mission is complete for today, and for next time, hopefully you guys have guessed where we're headed, but I will leave that until next time. So thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Night Owl. This has been my Minecraft Stoneblock adventure, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks! Bye!